Let's remove the engine.
The news is not good. It's not the direction that I wanted to go. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bewildered channel, and today we're going to keep working on the 1977 Lotus Esprit. My name is Rob and I'm ready to roll on this. Today I'm excited because we begin the prep work for removing the engine, which I didn't want to do at the beginning, but now it looks like we have to because I found some nasty stuff inside those cylinder heads, which was unexpected. Or should I have expected it? I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna go work on this today and let's see how far we get. I think we can do this. Let's go.
Let's remove the engine.
Okay guys, okay, listen up. So, why did the car apply for a job? Wait for it, wait. Because it wanted to rev up its career. Yes! So here I am having a grand old time disconnecting a few hoses, electrical connections, you know, the usual. Everything's going great. I'm feeling like a pro. Yeah, just a simple job, they said. Remove the engine. Easy peasy, right? Right? No. Electrical connections? Check. Exhaust system? You're next. At this rate, I'll have the engine out in no time. Or so I thought. It was about right here when I realized this isn't going to work, is it? There's no way this 4-cylinder engine, albeit on the small side for engines, is coming out through that little tiny space. Hey guys, so just to interrupt the segment of this video, I've already started to remove a lot of parts because my plan was to remove the engine. That's still my plan. However, things have changed. It really helps to do some online research apparently. Follow me, I'll show you. And the news is not good. It's not the direction that I wanted to go. Ultimately, I should have known. Let me show you. Come over here. When I first started doing the engine and preparing to remove it, I discovered something that is going to be completely in the way. I've done a lot of the prep work that you need to do in order to remove the engine because I really had hoped, first of all, I didn't want to remove the engine, but I really had hoped that I could remove it from the top. Of course, we have to remove this. That's part of the plan. I haven't done that yet. But it turns out on an S1 and an S2, there's something very unique, and I can't wait to show you. But before I show you, just so that you know, I've done a couple of things down here. I've already removed body panels so that you could get to the exhaust. So the exhaust is now removed. You can see some of the frame here, and I have a few more things that I still need to unbolt, of course. I've just started. But I made this revelation, and so that's why I haven't finished here, because I got completely stuck. Let me show you what I got stuck on. So, in the S1 and the S2, you've got this guy. That's going to be an issue for me. It leaves you with a very, very small hole to pull the engine out of. Now, ideally, from what I read online, you want to have the engine and the transmission come out together. Can it be separated? Yes, it can, which you would think would make things easier. However, if you get into a jam and you cannot pull them apart, it's not only unsafe because you're working in this tight area, but you might get it stuck to where they won't come apart, and then you're in a whole world of trouble. You don't want that to happen, at least from what I've read online. You want them to come out as one piece so you can separate them with the luxury of having them out of the car. That's ideal. So, what the online forums suggest is that the car get lifted up in the air and that the engine comes out from below. That is going to be an issue for me. Why? Because I don't have a lift. And not only do I not have a lift, I do not have the means by which to lower something as big as an engine like this from down below. That's a little bit of a problem. So it's come down to this. I was hoping to avoid this. I talked about it early on in my videos, and I didn't want to do it. We've got to take the body off, and I don't really see any other way to do it. I've heard that you can still take it out from an Esprit S1 from this very small hole by inverting it, which just sounds crazy, but I just don't know if I have enough room. It sounds like a huge headache. I've never done it before. So we're gonna go ahead and take the body off, which means we start to unbolt everything that takes this fiberglass body and connects it to the frame. That's gotta be undone. And then I'm gonna get a couple of buddies to help me out, and we're gonna lift this thing on, because obviously I don't have a lift, and we're gonna lift this thing off of the frame and over to the side of the garage once I make some room in the garage. But anyway, that's what's next.
Here we go.
Here we go. Don't drop it.
It's 50 pounds.
Success!
Yay! Today is another day where we try to listen to airplanes go by. No way. You want them to come out as one piece so you can separate